Hello, what I'm going to show you this afternoon is basically how to spool brand new reel rigged on a rod, a spin rod. What you're going to need to start off with, obviously brand new reel. This one's an Okuma Inspira, brand new on the market. Unbelievable little reel for chasing your smaller species, for your saltwater and inland Australian natives. So what I'm going to be spooling that with today is 10-pound Platypus Platinum Braid. Before I do that, you need to put a little bit of mono to stop the braid from actually slipping on the reel, and finished off with a stealth leader. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you all the knots, how to tie that onto a reel, right down to tying a lure. This one's a little Gamoku popper. So to start off with, basically what we need to do is to seat this reel on your rod. So it's just a matter of unwinding the seat here, seating the reel in as such, and screwing that down into place. And before I go any further, what a lot of people get caught in not doing before they actually spool their reel is to open up that bail arm. So you need to open up that bail arm first. Okay, now with the mono. So all you pretty much want to be doing is threading that through that first eye as such. This is a boomerang braid cutter. Awesome tool. It's got a lanyard on it. You can attach it to a vest, a kayak, in your boat. Okay, so basically all I'm doing now is just doing one big overhand knot as such. I don't know if you can see that. And I thread that over that spool. Like so. Now all I want to do another overhand knot and tighten that down. It doesn't really matter about this knot. You just put a little bit of tension on that. Again, just cut the tag off. Now, all you want to do is lay a couple of layers so your bail arm goes back over. Tighten that drag up a little bit. You want this spool to be just underneath this first guide so it comes off clockwise. It's just a matter of winding it on. There's a few layers on that spool. Okay, lay that down and cut that off now. Put that aside. That's finished with. Okay, now tying your braid onto the end of this nylon. So it's the same as a what we do to tie our leader on. It's the same knot. It's an improved Albright knot. So what you want to do is get your leader, or in this case that bit of nylon, and you want to just make a loop. And with the braid, come through that loop, and you want to wind back down over that tag and main line about 6 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, like such. Now you want to wind back up through that loop over the line that you've just wound down. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I do something a little bit different here to the mainstream, what other people call an Albright knot. So I've got this main line coming through that loop that way. This tag end I'm going to put in the opposite direction, like such. So the loop is actually in between the tag and the main line. Okay, I want to grab these 2 bits of line, the main line, and same here with the other end. I just want to squeeze that up slightly. As you can see, it's just starting to pull up nicely, as such. Just keep on pulling. Okay, now you want to apply a little bit of saliva. Now I let go of both tag ends and pull that tight. Yeah, I just want to trim this off, both tag ends. So there's about probably 3 to 4 millimeters of tag left. So there and there. Righto. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to open up my box that the reel came out of, and I'm just going to put it in there to stop that reel from slipping. Again, it's over that eye. I'm going to wet washer now, and I'm going to crimp that over that line as such, and underneath that rod. And I'm just going to apply pressure to the reel, the line coming onto that spool. Let that drag up just a little bit. You want this on reasonably tight. So this will, when you get a nice fish, that line's not going to bite in on itself, especially if you've got a tight drag. Now you don't want to underspool it, because if you underspool your reel, you won't get lengthy casts when you're casting, and you don't want to overspool it. If you overspool your reel, you'll end up with plenty of wind knots. You're getting there, especially when it's very windy, and especially when you're using light line. So you want the line to finish up about 2 millimeters from the tip of the reel spool. Just keep on going, applying plenty of pressure. Okay, now that we've got our line spooled on our reel, we want to just thread it through all the eyes of the rod now, in preparation to put our leader on. Preparation is a key factor in catching fish, making sure you're getting everything right. You don't want to lose that fish of a lifetime. So regularly checking your knots throughout a session is really important. Type of rod that I'm using is a Storm Mojo rod. 6 foot 2-piece, 6 to 12 pounds. Righto. Okay, same process. Using Platypus Lines stealth leader. Where I'm fishing tomorrow is a fair bit of structure, so I'm opting to go to 10 pound. Sometimes I go even just use 8 pound, but I like using probably nearly a full length of the rod, which is about 6 foot. Trim them off again. Righto. So again, the improved Albright knot. Bending your leader into a loop. Main line through that loop of your leader. Six down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then back up over that line of thread that you've just put down. 4, 5, 6. And again, the main line's coming through this side of the loop. And I like the other side coming out, the tag end coming out the other side. I don't know if you can see that, so that leader's in the middle of both of them. Grab both tag ends, main line, just squeeze up tight. So, okay, and it's just a matter of trimming the tag end, both tag ends. Now, for the loop knot, I tie loop knots in most lures that I use, with the exception of probably spinnerbaits, where I'd tie a different knot, the uni knot, blood knot. So this is how I tie my loop knots. Just make that end a little bit better. Righto. Again, it's just an overhand knot as such. That, and I want to put this tag end through the eye of the lure. Now this tag end gets put through that loop the same way it has come out. So it goes back in. Now you can adjust the length of that loop by moving it up and down. So I like to keep mine reasonably short. So you don't want to crimp that right up now. You just want to leave that loop open just slightly. Now with the tag end, you want to go around 2 times, 1, 2 of the main line, and then back through that open loop. That, and you just want to snug that up. Pull both the main line and the tag end. With a bit of a tug. Cut the tag end. I like leaving the tag end just a little bit longer, probably about 8 to 10 millimeters, and you're good to go. So there you go. That's as easy as it is. So I hope you've yeah, got a few hints and tips today, and use them, get out in the water and catch some fish. Good luck.